George. I'm a writer, blogger, and I'm also the assistant writer at the Tamworth Spark Young Writers Group. How's everybody doing today? You all okay? Marvellous. I'm doing okay myself, thank you. Cheers for asking. Yes, this is a very nice hat actually, isn't it? Thank you for noticing. Anyway, that's enough small talk. Let's get on with the fun and creative stuff, shall we? Right. The writing activity that I've got for us all to have a go at today, if you're all up for it, is something which I like to call the Homeworld Challenge. Now, the inspiration for this Homeworld Challenge came from the fact that I, like most writers, I work from home. And when you do work from home and when you spend a lot of time at home, it really gives you a new appreciation for just how big and vast the world outside the front door is. You know what I mean? I mean, if we actually take some time to think about how vast and huge the entire world is and the whole planet Earth is, with all of its millions of people and all the countries and continents in the world, if we compare that to our own homes, our own little homes feel as tiny as a grain of sand on the beach compared to the entire planet Earth, don't they? You know what I mean? But for the purposes of this activity, I want us to try and think about what it might be like if the opposite was true. So instead of our houses being just one tiny little part of a bigger world beyond their walls, I want us to think about what it might be like if our homes, if the place where you live was a whole world. What if your house, flat, bungalow, or even your caravan was an entire self-contained planet? What might it be like? How might that work? What would the logistics of it be like? What would the society of your very own home world be like? You know, let's just say, for instance, let's think of an example. If your kitchen was a country instead of a room, what might it be like? Who might be in charge? Who might rule your kitchen if it was a kitchen country? Would there be one specific person in your house who ruled over the kitchen country, or would it be the objects in your kitchen? So you could have, for instance, you could have the knives and forks and spoons come to life, and you could have the cutlery and the crockery have a warfare. So you could have a war or a battle, the knives and the forks and the spoons fighting against the plates and the cups and the saucers. That could be one angle you could approach it from. Or then you could say, for instance, if one person, one member of your family who lives in your home took one room each as their own specific nation and then ruled over it as a king or a queen, how might that work? Might you be the Prime Minister of your bedroom? Might your sister be the president of her bedroom, or your brother be the president of his? Would your granddad be the guardian of the garage? Would your dad be the lord of the loft? Might your mum be the empress of the dining room? How might that work? What might it think of? Let's take it a step further. If every room in your home is now a country, would you need a passport to get from the bathroom to your bedroom perhaps? Or, you know, might you even need, if every room's a country, might you need to buy a ticket to use the stairs in the same way that we buy a ticket to use an aeroplane to fly from country to country? Start thinking about it like that. For instance, as well, here's another good idea. If you've got a garden at the back of your house where you live, is the garden an extension of your home world? And is it ruled by the people in your house? Or could it be a wasteland, an outside no man's land, ruled over by beasts and bugs and birds where no self-respecting human dare to tread for fear of their lives? Take some time and think about all the different angles you could approach writing this story from. And when I stop rambling on this video in a minute, take a seat, get yourself some pens and some paper, and just sit for half an hour or 45 minutes and start to build your home world and think about all the stories that you could write within it, and you never know. This could spark a big idea off in your brain, and you might end up creating the next Narnia or even Middle Earth, you know? So just take the ideas that I've given you and see what you can do with them and mess about with them and make it as wacky and as exciting and as fantastical as you possibly can, and just enjoy it and see what you can create from it. Anyway, you go ahead and enjoy that, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thanks for listening. Bye.